Hi, I'm Mike Regan with Tranzact's 2-minute warning for the week of March 10th. In this 2-minute warning, I'd like to speak to you about the capacity situation. And I know some of you may be shaking your heads going, oh Lord, not another 2-minute warning about capacity. But folks, the reality of it is, in talking with a lot of industry experts, we are seeing things that we have never witnessed before in the truckload sector. A couple of weeks ago when I was at the Food Shippers Conference, one of the senior executives from Kraft talked about how Kraft had completed their truckload RFQ, and they had locked in some rates that they thought were going to result in some really big savings. Well, imagine their shock when they saw that their costs went through the roof. And the reason for that was because a lot of carriers that are bidding to get the freight, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to give you the equipment when the freight needs to be moved. What happens then is you're going to see that you're moving a lot more of your freight in the higher priced spot market. Now, the reason I bring that up was because last week when we were having our NASTRAC Advocacy Committee conference call, one of the gentlemen talked to me and said, Mike, you know, with the capacity situation being what it is, how come we didn't see higher rates when we wrapped up our truckload RFQ just recently? And I said to him, Steve, have you taken a look at how much of your freight is going to be moved in the spot market? And what I found to be really interesting was every one of the people on the call knew exactly what I was talking about. They are moving more and more of their freight in the spot market. Now, the reason I bring that up is because if you really want a great understanding of what's going on with capacity, the spot market is one of the best indicators. In the DAT board, which is something that everybody looks at, was reporting the highest rates they had ever experienced for an end of February reading. The DAT board had a rate of $1.98 a mile. Now, what does that mean for you as a shipper? It means that while you may think that you have great rates, to the extent that the carriers that you think you are using don't have equipment available, you could, like Kraft, see your costs go through the roof. Now, fortunately, you do have options. Here's what we want you to do. If you want to learn how you can reduce your transportation cost in an environment where rates are going up, you can go to tranzact.com and click on the resources button, or better yet, why don't you give us a call? We have a wealth of information we'd love to share with you. And the reason we share that with you is because with each and every 2-minute warning, we want to remind you we are on your team, we're here to help, and we're passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.